God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the fed. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God...
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Colts, coming up next.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. To the air right away is Brady. And right away he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Now a play fake. Brady. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Brady going to go on fourth down. That is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run here with Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's third and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if
under pressure, and they got to him again. Khalil Mack, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. The first carry now from Tony Pollard. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On play action, now Brady.
And this will be swung out here for counter. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pick up on first down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
On the counter, it's Taylor. 47 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl. First and 10, Taylor now.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That brings us to the end of 1 in Super Bowl 50.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Calling a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Tua. And that's going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tua. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Khalil Mack able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 25 yards to the house.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Cowboys will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Colts. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's Tua. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone.
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now. Tua to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, 36 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it, it's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Play action. Now it's Brady. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Brady going to throw. And it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Right side complete, that's Woods. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Now Brady again. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marquise Bell. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, All you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The two are going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Brady now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. His throw incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, check it. Check it, reload. Alert. Let's go up. Go, 66.
Again, it's Brady. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Brady. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Gold 50. Regular. Hey, gold 66. Hey, Alabama.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Okay, ready?
And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.